4 key points to actually purchasing the vehicle. How not to, what not to, how much, and getting it home safely. It is so simple. Actually, it's hilarious when you see how this unfolds. Hello, everybody. It's Steve again. Where are we? We're $1,500 to $1,800 in the plus. By watching these videos, you are now an auto finance contract company. No license required, no permit required. Somebody asked me, by the way, in the comment section, and you can ask comments, you can ask questions all you want. The question came in, where can I find my state? How many cars can I buy in a single year without getting deemed a dealer? Well, in the link section below, I've taken the liberty there to research every state and every state's number of how many cars you as a private citizen can buy without having a dealer's license or being deemed a dealer. Look for it in the comment section down below. You'll see it marked 50 states and look for your state. Surprisingly enough, there are 3 states that have 0. Yeah, you can't buy a car or sell a car for profit in those 3 states. What? I believe these 3 states still are in the Americas, but maybe not. It's kind of weird. So if you watched our last video, we led you right up to the pinnacle peak of, okay, we now know where to find those cars. Now what do we do? So now we have to go buy them. Point number 1, we are going to give you a link. It's a free link, bottom section there of the comment section. That is going to give you the inspection information that you're going to need. It's like a Carfax, if you will. The best one, it's free. All this is free, by the way. I want to help you succeed and make that $1,500 to $1,800 of passive income per month for the next 3 years. You're going to click that link and you're going to put in the VIN number to the car in which Fred and Martha are going to sell you. So you put that VIN number in and it will give you the basic information about that car, where it's been, who's had it as a salvage title. Fred said,
it's a 1 owner.
It's not a 1 owner. It said 6 owners.
6.
5 before you, Fred.
How'd that happen?
Well, we'll figure that out. Once we get that established, then the next point is we need to negotiate, okay? Before we do that, hit that subscribe button. That's right, because when we hit that subscribe button and the register button, what that does for you, it gives you a lot more value than what you're seeing here. When you become a emailer and a subscriber to this program, you will get the extra. In other words, what that means is that link that I'm telling you about, yeah, it's free and there's plenty of information, but if you want to go deep, we'll give you that opportunity. A group and Facebook, all those good things are coming. Just look for that information down below. Number 2, we must not overpay for this vehicle. We're going to do all this homework ahead of time. Back before social media and all the free links that you're accustomed to now, I used to actually, way back in the day, have to drive out to Fred and Martha's house. It might be 20 miles out there and find out that it's got a big dent in the door.
Oh, the dent in the door. I forgot to mention the dent in the door.
Or something that would come up on our inspection report. So all those reports are extremely important, especially the price point one that I'm going to talk to you about next. Carfax has a price point. It's going to give you an idea about what this vehicle is worth overall. All of the information that you need before you go out to Fred and Martha's. So upon arriving to Fred and Martha's, of course you're going to bring somebody with you. You're going to put them in the front seat. You're going to drive out there and you're going to have a great time. Before you get to their house, you're going to ditch them. Yeah, they're going to wait at the corner. The reason for that is, number 3, good tip here, pay attention. You never want to show up to a house in which you're going to purchase a car with somebody else.
Goodbye, Fred. Goodbye, Martha. Thank you for the great deal. Sure appreciate you.
That immediately tells somebody, they're going to buy because they brought a second car driver. Yeah, that's not going to happen here. The big lesson here is you never want to drive with 2 people to buy a car, only 1, right? We need to keep Fred and Martha on the edge. The reason why we are approaching the Fred and Marthas of the world, they are on a fixed income. And if you didn't get the last video, you need to go up and get that video. That will explain everything about who is Fred and Martha. You're going to drive the car. You got to drive the car. Now, a lot of times they want to come with you. That's fine. Let them come with you. After you've ascertained that this vehicle is the one you want to buy, you've taken that test drive. Fred and Martha were sitting down. You know that moment, the moment we all talk about. It's called that pivot moment where, oh my God, here comes the money. How much? He's firm. He's firm at $6 grand. Okay, at that point, I want your cell phone to ring, the dreaded phone call that nobody likes to hear. This will be a staged event that you've got lined up at a certain time, give or take, that phone's gonna ring. Try to orchestrate it around that moment, the moment we're all staring around waiting for, okay, the phone's gonna ring. It's going to be on speaker accidentally. It's going to be,
hey, this is Charles. You remember me? I'm the guy with the Toyota Corolla.
oh, hey, Charles, how you doing?
Yeah, hey, Steve. I decided I'm gonna go ahead and accept your offer.
Oh, you're what?
I'm gonna accept your offer.
Oh my God, it's on speaker. You mean for the price that I offered you originally?
Yes. We're really and we need it. We need the money.
Okay, Charles, can you do me a favor? A little awkward right now. Can you give me 5 minutes and I'll call you back? Click. Hello, Fred. Hello, Martha. So, where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking money. You want $6 grand? Would you do 55 right now? Don't move, look them dead in the eye. I guarantee you, about 70% of the time, that worked for me. They took it. They were stunned. They heard the conversation. As giddy as that might have been, as staged as that might have been, it's so effective. It's a very effective tool. 70% of the time, that's going to work. They'll take the $5,500 and boom, you have yourself a deal. Why do we do that? Well, $500 is $500. That's going to go towards repairs, which we'll talk about on our next video. Will be once you get the baby home, then what? You've got to inspect that vehicle for wholesomeness because you're going to match that up with a perfect customer. I mentioned that earlier. There's so much about the car we have to talk about before we actually get the customer together. That's why we took so much time. We have more to go, but you got to get the baby home. We got to get the baby inspected and ready for sale.